Said law of conservation of mass and law of proportion of law or law.
Are you saying
Sir,
something? Yes.
we have revised law of conservation of mass and law of defined proportion.
Yeah, law of different proportion also. We have done that one also. Okay, in a chemical compound, I have this definition I have written means I dictate you, and you write it from your in your copy. That what does law of chemical proportion says? Definite proportion says. What does law of chemical proportion says? It simply states that mass can neither be in a chemical compounds elements are arranged in a fixed ratio by mass. So yes, you done, memorized. Bharti, turn on your camera. Arhan, turn on your camera. Bharti, are you there? Arhan. Okay, then speak. Bharti, what is law of definite proportion? States.
Elements in a chemical compound are combined in a fixed ratio by mass.
Okay. Yes, you are frame. What does law of chemical combinations, law of definite proportion states?
Sir, can you repeat the question?
I'm saying that what does law of definite proportion states?
In law of definite proportion, a chemical substance in chemical substance the elements are always present in fixed proportion by mass.
Very good. Elements are chemically combined together in a fixed ratio by mass. Okay. So we were doing this one. Okay. Then let's move towards the Dalton atomic theory. Then we shall be coming back to that one. So what is that? What does the Dalton say? Dalton was the one who said about the law of chemical combination. That means he gave a theory about the atom, that how atoms are combined together, and Dalton theory provided an explanation for the law of conservation of mass and law of constant proportion. That why we are saying that atoms mass can neither be created nor destroyed during a chemical reactions, and why law of constant means what we are seeing here is that why the two laws are means what the explanation for these two laws is given in the Dalton atomic theory. The first law, there are six postulates of Dalton atomic theory. The first postulate, it said that all matter is made up of tiny particles called atoms. Okay, all matter is made up of tiny particles called atoms. This is the first statement. Second, he said that atoms are indivisible. That they cannot be divided further. Okay, Anam, turn on your camera. And Arhan, turn on your camera. Arhan, let me call your parents that you are not responding. Atoms are individual particles which can be created or destroyed. Means what does it say? Atoms are indivisible particles that they cannot be created or destroyed. Okay, we cannot destroy the atoms, we cannot create the atoms. And this is the main point, that why the law of conservation of mass is saying what the law of conservation of mass saying, that when we cannot destroy an atom. So for example, if I wrote here N2 plus H2 will gives you NH3 ammonia. Here you see that we have destroyed one atom. There were two nitrogen atoms here, and there is only one nitrogen atom. And there is two hydrogen atoms, and three hydrogen atoms. So according to this, there is a violation of rule. According to Dalton theory, atoms can neither be created nor destroyed. So the total number of atoms must be equal to the number of atoms. Okay, total number of atoms before and after should be same because we cannot create nor destroy. So here comes a rule for balancing of chemical equilibrium. That if we are just going to prepare the ammonia, which is having fixed ratio, that one nitrogen atom can combine maximum with, if I'm talking, that one nitrogen atom can maximum combine with three hydrogen atoms. Okay, just a minute. Let me show you. So if I'm saying here that one nitrogen atom can combine with here, if I'm saying this is the nitrogen atom, okay, and it is combining with three hydrogen atoms. So if I have nitrogen, two nitrogen and two hydrogen, so how they can combine? So for this we require two nitrogen atom, and for this for two nitrogen atom, how many hydrogen is being required? 6. So in that case, we need 3 to the 6 hydrogen atoms, and they will give you 2 molecule of NH3. This is the ratio. We cannot say if we have N2 plus H2 will gives you 2 NH3. It cannot be. We have to balance it. It will gives you 2 NH3 molecule. So one nitrogen atom is combining with 3 hydrogen atoms. So therefore, for total combination of 2 nitrogen atoms, we require 6 hydrogen atoms. And here you have, now you can check this is 2 nitrogen atom. Here you multiply this is 2 nitrogen atom. Here you multiply 6 and it is multiplied when it is also 6. So it is N2 plus 3H2 will gives you 2NH3. This 2 is going to multiply with this nitrogen and this hydrogen. So in total, the total number of atoms before and after is conserved, is equal. So there is a violation, there is no violation of rule here. Okay. Simply we'll say that the 2 nitrogen atoms are combining together here and they are forming. 2 nitrogen atoms are combining with 6 hydrogen atoms and they are forming 2 molecules of NH3. So this is the rule. Okay. So if I'm talking going back to that alternating theory postulate, atoms can neither be created. If you see that there are 2 nitrogen atoms, here is if you write only NH3, then 1 nitrogen atom is being destroyed here. So it is a violation of rule. So total mass before and after is only possible if the total number of atoms are equal. So this is the second postulate that proves that the law of conservation of mass. The atoms are identical and which can't be created or destroyed during a chemical reaction. Second, atoms of an element have identical mass and chemical properties. That atoms of an element have identical mass. They have same mass and same chemical properties. But here there is a violation here. That this postulate half portion is correct. This portion is correct. But the atoms of an element have identical mass but and chemical properties. This portion identical mass is incorrect. In real life it is incorrect, but this is correct. So there comes a drawback of data dynamic theory. Anna, what are you writing? Keep on writing daily. What are you writing? Why not just understanding? First listen to me. I will give you the time to write. So what does the second postulate, the third postulate says? That atoms of an element of N, come to this point here, N, and it is talking about a type. In same type of element have same mass and same chemical property. So what we can write here is that for the third postulate, that atoms of same elements, atoms of same element. Arhan, are you there in the class?
Yes.
I told you to turn on your camera. Why are you not turning on your camera? Or should I call to your parents? Should I inform the team to call to your parents?
It's broken, sir.
It's not open. Camera
Sir,
is not
broken.
open. Atoms of same elements have same mass and same chemical properties and same chemical properties. Chemical properties. Okay, so this portion, same mass, it is not correct. Like for example, if you have carbon 12, there are two isotopes of carbon, which has one carbon is going to have 12 mass, another one is going to have 40. But they have same atomic number. So the chemical properties of carbon 12 and carbon 14, these are isotopes. We call them isotopes. So in case of isotopes, the elements are same carbon, but they have different masses. So same element can have different masses. And why they are going to have different masses, we will discuss this one in detail in the next chapter, structure of atom. But filal abhi, you have to memorize that this statement that atoms of same element will have same mass, it is not correct. They have same chemical one. If I'm talking about this carbon and this carbon, they have same chemical properties. Because they have same atomic number, and atomic number is responsible for the same chemical property. And why it is so, we'll discuss in structure of atom chapter. The second postulate, after this postulate, it has atoms of different elements. Next postulate, it said atoms of different element have different mass and different chemical properties and different so it is now again the half portion is correct, that different element will have different chemical property, it is correct. Like for example, if I'm having nitrogen has atomic number 7 and mass 14. Oxygen has atomic number 8 and mass 16. They are different element, they have different chemical properties. Nitrogen gas, you cannot survive with nitrogen gas because they have different chemical properties. You cannot survive with nitrogen gas. But here the masses are also different. Okay, different element. He said different element have different masses. So you know that oxygen have different mass, oxygen, nitrogen have different mass and different chemical properties because they have different atomic number. But there are same elements, some element that have same mass, like argon and calcium. Both has 40 mass. So their masses are same. They have different chemical properties. But according to him, he said atoms of different element will have different mass. So it is not so. Different element can have same mass. And these element or such element that has same mass but different atomic number, they are called isobars. Isobars and isotopes we'll discuss in detail. This you have to keep in mind that in case of isobars are the element that have same mass but different atomic number or different properties. Argon has 40 mass, calcium also have 40 mass. They both have 40 mass. But they have different same mass but different chemical. So here this half statement is not correct. So what he said, different element must have different mass. Argon and calcium have same mass. They are different element, but they have same mass. It is not true. And what he said, same element must have same mass. Same element must have same mass. Here is carbon 12 and carbon 14. Carbon 12 and carbon. They are the same element, but different mass. So same element can have different mass and different element can have same mass. It is possible. So half of the statement of in case of masses, it is not true. Understood? Yes or no? Next he said that atoms combine in a ratio of a small whole number to form compounds. When atoms combine in a chemical compound in a small whole number to form chemical compound, this was given this law prove the law of constant proportion that atoms combine a fixed ratio by mass. Like for example, H2 and O2, H2O. So the ratio of hydrogen and oxygen is 1:2. Sorry, 2:1. 2:1. And their masses ratio is 1:8. 2:1 is the atoms ratio, that always, irrespective of where you have taken the water, either from US, from the pond, from the lake, from the ocean, from the river, from the underground water, anywhere if you are taking the water, it must have 2 hydrogen and 1 oxygen. No one can claim that I found the water which is having 3 hydrogen and 5 oxygen. No, it is not water. It will be a different compound. So what does atoms combine in a ratio of a small whole number to form chemical compound? This was given by law of constant proportion. And this also, like the relative numbers and kinds of atoms are constant in a compound. This also proved. This is actually the law of third law of, means this is the law of means law of definite proportion. The relative number and kinds of atoms in a compound is constant. Means, for example, if I'm talking about the water, so if water is made up of 2 hydrogen and 1 oxygen, so it must have 2 hydrogen and 1 oxygen. No one can claim that I am having water which is having 3 carbon and 5 oxygen. No. The relative number, the number of atoms is also fixed and the kind is also fixed. That water will always form from hydrogen and oxygen. You cannot make water from nitrogen and oxygen, calcium and sulfur, zinc and oxygen. No, it is not possible. Understood? Yes or no? Understood? So first memorize this all fast. And then I will listen it, then you have to start writing. Memorize it fast. When you memorize, then let me know. Done. Memorize. Afreen, Arhan, Anan. Bharti. Memorized. So you're done, everyone? Done? Done, yes or no? Yes, you wanna speak. What is law of conservation? What are the postulate of dynamic theory?
Matter is made up of very tiny particles called atoms. Atoms are indivisible particles which can't be created or destroyed in a chemical reaction. Atoms of the same element have identical masses and chemical properties. Atoms of different elements have different masses and chemical properties. Atoms combine in the ratio of small whole numbers to form compounds. The relative number and kinds of atoms are constant in a given compound.
Yes, you, Heather.
Okay, sir. Um, um, so all matter is made up of very tiny particles called atoms. Atoms are indivisible particles which can't be created or destroyed in a chemical reaction. Um, Atoms of an element have chemical properties. Yes, sir?
Atoms of different element have different chemical properties and different mass.
Yes, sir.
And same
Atoms of
elements.
different elements have different mass and chemical properties. Atoms combine in the ratio of small whole numbers to form compounds. The relative number and kinds of atoms are constant in a given compound.
Yes, Afreen, which postulate of dynamic theory supports law of conservation of mass?
Second,
Speak
atoms
that.
are invisible particles which can't be created or destroyed in a chemical reaction.
And second, which law of dynamic theory postulate supports the law of definite proportion or constant proportion? That atoms in a chemical compound combine together in a fixed ratio in a small whole number. Okay, that's what. Next, yes, you, Bharti. Which postulate of Dalton theory are incorrect?
So, second,
Atom,
Yes, speak. Which postulate is incorrect?
third and fourth atoms of elements have same mass and same chemical property.
Same mass is only incorrect. Same chemical property is correct. And atoms of different elements have different mass, it's incorrect, but different chemical property is correct. So we will give examples that why, in which case they are. Okay, the first one is that in case of isotopes, isotopes are the elements have different, same element but different masses. But in case of isobars, isobars are the elements having same atomic mass but different, they are different types of elements. They show different chemical property. So everyone please start writing this one fast. Postulate of data theory, note it down fast in a notebook. Done everyone, noted? Noted everyone?
No, sir.
Done everyone? Noted fast. Done everyone? Arhan, Arham, why have you turned off your camera? When you done, please let me know. Done? Okay, let's you write the drawbacks. What are the drawbacks of dynamic theory? Okay. Write down the drawbacks of dynamic theory. First memorize it fast and then you start writing, please. First memorize it. Drawbacks of Dalton atomic theory. Yes, Arham, turn on your camera. Why are you keeping your camera turned off? I'm just going to call the parents of Arhan. Okay. And by mistake, you are also having your camera turned off. Don't make your camera turn off. Okay. Everybody has to turn on your camera. If you forgot, this is very important for us. Whether you are studying or doing something else. Arhan, are you turning on your camera or should I call to your parents? Yes, you memorized. Bharti, memorized.
So 1 minute.
He said that atom is indivisible, but we can break the atoms into its subatomic particles. Okay. So this statement, second statement, no explanation for isotope. So he said that the atom implied that all atoms of an element are identical in every aspect. However, the discovery of isotopes, atoms of same elements have different masses. This show that that atoms of same element can have different properties. Can have different masses, not properties. Properties is same. Can have different properties. So here you have to different. You can write different physical properties, or you have to write it different masses. And no explanation for isobars. Dalton, you did not explain the existence of isobars. which the atoms of different elements have same atomic number but different same atomic mass but different atomic number. Example. And you can take examples of carbon 12 and carbon 14. Carbon 14, same element but different material. Yes, done, memorized. Arham, memorized.
No one else.
Yes, everyone done. Heather memorized. So everyone start writing it fast. Then I will listen it from you. Start writing fast. Just I'm coming back in a minute. Okay, just start writing fast. Yes, done everyone? Noted? After noted? No. Noted fast. मैडम तुम बात कर रही हो किसी से? आर यू टॉकिंग? लगातार बात कर रही हो? नहीं, तो बात तो कर रही हूँ। दिख रहा था कैमरे
सर
में।
जो आपने ड्रॉबैक्स लिखवाए मैं उसको बोल्ड एंड फिर लिख रही हूँ तो उससे ज्यादा जल्दी याद होता है।
गुड गुड गुड। Hanan, are you writing this one? स्क्रीनशॉट लिया तुमने? Done? Done, everyone? Noted? Anam, Arhan, everyone noted? Yes or no? Heather noted? Okay. So those who have done can leave the class, please.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay, fine. Who is this Lamy? Who is this Lamy? Turn on camera. Alia,
Sir, sorry, sir, my brother.
your brother name is Lamy.
No, sir, he named it like that.
Today we shall be going to revise. What should we revise?
Can we revise the metal and non-metal chapter?
Yes, we are going to revise that. Okay. So let's start the metals and non-metal chapter and should revise it. Okay. As everyone know, metals are those substances. Alvina, Mariam, and Jack, Firdaus, please turn on my camera. Mariam, turn on my camera.
Yes, sir, 1 minute.
So if I'm talking about the metals and non-metals, metals are those substances that generally have one or two or three electron in their outermost shells. Okay. Those elements that has only one or two or three electron in their outermost shell, they are considered to be as metals. Non-metals are those substances that has 4 to 7 electron in their outermost shells. Okay. Non-metals generally gains electron because they need to complete their octet. They already have 4, 5 or 6 electron or 7, so they need to complete their octet. So if they have 5, they need only 3. Why they should lose 5? They should gain 3. If they have 7, they will gain 1, not lose 7. But metals are going to have 1 or 2 or 3 electron in their outermost shell. So if they are having 1, they will lose 1, they will not gain 7. If they have 2, they will lose 2, not gain 6. If they have 3, they will lose 3, not gain 5. So it is difficult to gain 5 than losing 3. So they loses their electrons. Okay? Understood? Yes or no?
Yes.
They lose electrons and form electropositive ions. They have low ionization enthalpy. Next one is they generally gain electrons and form electronegative ions. They have low ionization enthalpy. Okay. So please note it down. I know that you all of you have noted this one. Yes or no? Check in your
Yes.
notes.
Yes, sir.